Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Oh My God Techie here. In today's video, I'm here to talk to you guys about 3 things that could be untrue and kind of looked at as myths for stick shift. Now, I have 3 here. Now, I might think of more as I do the video, but for now, it's just 3. I was trying to do 5, but I really couldn't figure out 5. I mean, there's a couple more that I could do, but they're kind of just pointless, and everybody already knows what they are. But anyways, yeah, so let's go ahead and jump straight into number 1 here. So the first myth or thing that I don't always believe is true about stick shift is a lot of people say it is almost impossible to drive and eat during driving a stick shift or to text or anything like that. But honestly, I do it almost every day. On my way to work, I eat. On my way back from work, I eat. On my way to school or whatever, I eat in my car all the time. And I know I shouldn't be, but I do sometimes text, believe it or not. So yeah, so I mean, it's not impossible. Once you get used to the car, once you get really comfortable driving stick shift, it definitely is possible to eat during driving. Yes, it is a little bit harder than it is in an automatic, but you definitely can do it, and it's definitely not an impossible thing to do in a standard transmission car. Now, moving on into the second myth is people think that driving stick shift is a hard thing to do. Now, I think this is completely untrue. A lot of the people that say that have never done it in their life, so they don't really know what they're talking about. So when I first bought this car, I probably learned the stick shift in probably a week or 2. Now, I wasn't the best at it, but I could definitely drive it around town and get around. So I mean, you definitely get better over time. But honestly, I do not think it is that hard. I only practice for probably 15 minutes a day because when I first bought my car, the radiator was actually broken. So I wasn't trying to drive it around because I didn't want my car overheating or anything like that. So I drove it for about 15 minutes for about a week or 2 until I could get the radiator fixed. And in that week or 2, I basically had it down pat, and I didn't really have any issues just getting around town going to school. Now, the only issue I did have was on hills. Now, hills I think are a little bit hard to conquer, but once you get used to the clutch and everything like that, you could definitely do it every day. So yeah, so in my opinion, I think a lot of people make stick shift sound like it's harder to do than it actually is. Now, moving on to number 3 here, I know a lot of you guys are probably not going to agree with this one fully. Now, this one is kind of a little controversial anyways, but this one is a stick shift or standard transmission car is a theft deterrent. Now, I don't think this is completely true in all circumstances. Now, say your car is parked in a parking lot, you leave the window rolled down a little bit just because it's a hot day, or you know, some thief just finds out a way to get in it. Now, they might not all know how to drive stick, but I'm sure a lot of them know what neutral is. So all they would have to do is put it in neutral and release the parking brake, and they could push it out of there, push it on a truck, just push it around the corner and save it and cover it or whatever, and just wait for their buddy to come pick it up with like a tow truck or something like that. So that's all you have to do. Honestly, you could hook it up to a tow truck even and just tow it away real quick. You go in the store, you come back, your car's gone. So they could just put it in neutral and it just rolls. So I know there's probably some safety devices for a modern car for this such thing, but for older Hondas and Acuras and things like that, all you have is the handbrake and the stick shift. So pretty easy, put it in neutral, release the handbrake, and you're golden. You got yourself a new car. So yeah, I do not think it's that much of a theft deterrent. I do think it will deter a lot of thieves though. They just walk by and they're like, oh shoot, I don't know how to drive stick, I'm not even gonna try. Now, a lot of people probably don't know, but there'll be a couple out there that will know how to drive it and they'll just take off. Now, some people that are inexperienced in anyways, they're gonna figure out a way. Probably they'll just put it in first, rev it up, and just drop the clutch, and then you're golden. I mean, whatever. But you could say what you want. I do think it is a theft deterrent, but I don't think it is foolproof, and it's definitely not gonna stop the bigger of thieves from stealing your car. So, I mean, like I said, people have their different views, but that is my view. But anyways, that is basically it for this video, guys. Now, I have a couple here that I'm not really going to include in the video, but I'll just go ahead and tell you guys anyways, since it is kind of a short video. But the other one I was going to say is it's not always a more gas mileage save or whatever. It doesn't always save you gas to drive a stick shift car. Now, I mean, that just goes with driving the way you do. I mean, if you drive pretty fast and you probably put the RPMs to like 4 or 5K each time you shift, yeah, you're definitely not going to get as good as gas mileage as an automatic car. But I mean, if you drive it a little like a grandma, yeah, you probably will get a little bit better gas mileage than a manual, than an automatic car. But that was just one. And then the next one was a manual car is not always faster than a automatic car, especially these days with all these crazy transmissions. But yeah, so that is basically it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, guys.